it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Welcome to another Simple Stamping Saturday. Today I am using the gorgeous, it's so cute, Hey Love stamp set. I'm going to be honest, I was not going to get this set, but I've just fallen in love with it. It is just so cute. It's on page 8 of your catalogue, your spring-summer catalogue. If you don't already have one of these and you're in the UK, please jump over to my website. There's a link below, and you will find on the catalogues page that there is a request a catalogue form, and all you have to do is pop your details in there, and I will send you out a catalogue. I am sending out the spring summer, and at the moment that comes with the Celebration catalogue, or I've still got some annual catalogues available if you would like one of those. So you can request either or both. If you're not already on my mailing list, you can also at that point, on my newsletter list, you can also at that point sign up for my newsletter. So yes, it is a cling stamp set, so it's red rubber, and you get all these really cute little characters. They've all got a heart. Some of them are easier to find than others, but you've got some really fun sentiments. So you otter be my Valentine for the otter. I'm ape over you. This is the one we're going to be using today. Hey Valentine, and stinking sweet, because we've got a oh, somebody please tell me what that is. I should remember. I'll remember. But we don't have them in the UK, and I know they're black and white, and I can't remember what they are. I want to say raccoon, and I know it's not a raccoon. Anyhow, so moving swiftly on, as ever, being Simple Stamping Saturday, we are going to use just a note card and envelope, and I'm just about getting away with just using blends on this card. I'm kind of okay with the amount of bleeding that has come through, so we are just going to use a note card. And then I've done two other versions, which are the Casual and the Avid Crafter. I've introduced the Designer Series paper from the previous suite, the All My Love suite. Well, this is sort of all the same suite because it's all Valentine's-y, but the Designer Series paper from the All My Love suite, which is the All My Love Designer Series paper, it's the right sort of colours for a Valentine's, so I've embraced it, and I've used the epoxy heart droplets, or heart epoxy droplets, which I've coloured with the dark Lovely Lipstick. Lovely Lipstick is one of the colours in the Designer Series paper, so although it's slightly different shade when you put it on the epoxy, it's a viable colour to use. So for the Casual one, all I've done is add the Designer Series paper to a standard A6 card base, and then coloured our gorilla ape with a few more blends than on the Simple Stamping one, and then I've just punched that and the sentiment using circle punches and added the hearts rather than drawing them in. And then for the Avid Crafter, it's a bit of a sort of hidden sentiment, because this piece, which is using the Starburst punch and the 2 1/4 inch circle punch, which is the same as this one, you open it up, and there, using the 1 1/4 inch circle punch, we've got the I'm Ape Over You, and that's a magnetic snap, so it's two of the little magnets just together, and I've hidden one underneath the I'm Ape Over You, and then one is on the Flirty Flamingo and is trapped between the two layers, which I've popped up on dimensionals. And again, I've got the epoxy coloured in, and then a band just goes across the back. So it's just a few more techniques, but it means you can have your card sitting on your table with your little gorilla separate from your I'm Ape Over You. So I just thought it was a bit of fun. There will be close-ups of these on my blog, and the link to that is immediately below, and I'll also list the items that I have used for each of these two, as well as what I've used for this one. So, using this one, we need a note card, because as ever with my Simple Stamping Saturday, we just use the note cards and envelopes, which are in the annual catalogue. They come under the sort of general paper items at or towards the back of the catalogue. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. I have mounted my gorilla on a D block, and I'm just going to ink that up with Memento. Because we're using blends, we want to use Memento, and then I'm just going to pop him down in the bottom right hand corner. It is one of my favourite places to stamp if I'm doing a really simple card. I don't know why particularly, but it just is. And then I'm taking my I'm Ape Over You, and I'm going to just pop that just to the left. And that is the stamping done. So just pop that away whilst the Memento is drying off. There was something that flitted through my brain. Oh yes, so I have used the stickers. I did a video earlier in the week on Tuesday about the stickers, because some people we used to complain that if you put the stickers on, the stamp fell off the block. Now I've heard some people complain that you can't get it off the block if you put the stickers on. You do have to be quite careful lifting the stamp off your block. Now this one I have not done my tip on, but my tip is as simple as, this is a bit gooey because it's got ink on, just stick it on the back of your hand, and that will give it enough dirt, sorry, but dirt, to make it a little bit easier to get off your block. And it does say in the front of the catalogue, because obviously we've got these new stamps, that if you need to clean the image labels, simply rinse under running water. Avoid alcohol-based cleaners. So as simple as that, just run them under a warm tap and that will get any fluff or dirt off. It's a bit like when you use photopolymer, they pick up dirt. So it's really the same thing. So, after which, that was really just to get this completely dry before I carried on. So I'm using just two blends. I'm using Light Flirty Flamingo and Light Smoky Slate. So I'm going to start with the Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to use a light touch because they will be tempted to bleed through, and we don't actually want them to bleed through. So I'm just colouring the heart and the cheeks, and then I'm going to draw 3 hearts just coming up from our ape, gorilla, whatever we want to call him. So just 3 hearts just for a bit of extra fun. And then with the smoky slate, all I'm going to do is I'm going to frame here. Actually, I might introduce the colour lifter, thinking about it. So yes, I will use the colour lifter. I think I did. Oh no, I didn't on the previous one, so I'll take that one away. I actually didn't go inside the face on the previous one, but that's fine. We can go inside as well as outside the face. And then just come round. Now, the trick to making sure it doesn't bleed through too much is to allow the layers to dry. If you keep layering and layering, it will push the ink through to the base of the card. So just colour and then move on. And we actually want to use that as part of our technique, because if you allow the ink to dry, you can layer it up. So you can get darker shades just by allowing it to dry between layers. So hands and feet are going to be a bit darker, so we want those to dry. And then really all I'm doing is following the black lines with this pen, and just adding a shadow at this stage. So just anywhere where there is a black line, just draw it in. Did I do in there? Yes, I did do in there. Just wanted to check. That's where I got confused with his face, I think. Because I see this as a chap. I don't see this as a lady gorilla. I see this as a male gorilla. Right, so that lot is now kind of drying. So I can come in with my brush tip and just go over the top. And if you then go over where you've been before, you will find that the lines, if you've left it to dry, will become darker. So the original lines will get darker just from the fact that you're layering colour on top of colour. And then in the middle you just want to just kind of smooth it over and then just add an extra layer on the hands. We'll probably give it 3 layers on the hands. And then here just very gently. But you want a light touch. You actually don't particularly want the lines to blend. For this particular card, you want to see your original lines because you want that layer. So just keep going. And as I say, the trick to this is to make sure that your original layer is dry before you add your second layer. And it helps not bleed through. It helps for it to not bleed through, if I speak in something approaching English. And then, now you can take a bit more time, and that will then help reduce the amount of bleeding. But then just come in and go over those original lines again, just roughly. Just to add some more pigment, because really all you're doing is layering up pigment on pigment. So it's very simple, and you really are, you know, we're not looking for a blend, we are looking for a differentiation of colour. Simple as that. So there you go. Then we get our bone folder, and I say there's a little bit of bleed through. If you're worried about that, you can always get yourself some ordinary Whisper White cardstock and cover the inside, or you can put a layer on the outside of the Whisper White, having already done the stamping on the stand of Whisper White. But there's our original. There's the one we've just made together, and then we can bring in our casual and our Avid Crafter versions as well. So thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. As I say, there will be close-ups of all of these over on my blog, which is linked immediately, well, I say immediately below, it's linked below in the description bar. So do go and take a look at that. When you shop with me, please do try and remember to use the host code, because if you do, you will get to share in the host rewards for January. And obviously because it's Celebration, we get extra rewards in January because it's Celebration. So it will be going a little bit further than usual, which is always nice to know. And again, when you order with me, do remember that for every £45 you spend, you get to choose one of the items that is free in the Celebration catalogue. Just realised I have stuck something to my catalogue. So that's going to be fun getting that to pieces, because I think I've done it with tear and tape. And I'm tearing my catalogue. There we go. So we'll stop that. So yes, I've just torn my catalogue, but that's fine. I'll mend it. So you can, if you would like to make the project that's in the catalogue, you only need to put in one number. It's £51.75 for all these items. So that's the stamp set, a block, thick Whisper White, the 2 blends, Flirty Flamingo and Smoky Slate, the memento pad, medium baker's twine, and these little cellophane bags, which are great for little Valentine's gifts. And they don't have to be for Valentine. Just leave the Valentine-y bit off, and you've just got a sweet little critter holding a heart, which doesn't have to be Valentine. It can just be, you know, love. So if you were to order all of these with just this one item number, all that's going to do is save you putting in all the item numbers. It doesn't save money, but then you could choose something from the Celebration catalogue. So that's just worth bearing in mind. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I hope to see you again very soon. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos, please click the subscribe button, and that would be great. Thanks a lot. Bye!